everybody, it's me, Zach. This is my dog, Potato, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach! Hi, hello, I'm back again today because, well, I just can't stop thinking about overconsumption. One might say I'm overconsuming overconsumption content. And one of the things I've been thinking a lot about is temu hauls. I kind of have watched some temu hauls as a direct result, I think, of watching a bunch of Dollar Tree hauls back in the day. I think it's just something that has naturally found its way into my recommended here on YouTube. And to be honest, I've always found the temu of it all to be ridiculous. Like, even in my opinion, worse than Dollar Tree, although it's not really a competition, you know, and we can talk about that a little bit more in a second. But just from the get-go, something seemed off about temu and the way that it does business, and hearing people talk about it. Like, even some of the people who do temu hauls were decidedly, like, annoyed and upset with, like, the service they received from the temu customer service. And when you look into it more, there's long been concerns about some of the ethical decisions of temu and the things that temu does as a business. They, for a long time, have been criticized for forced labor, poor working conditions, theft of intellectual property, and also, of course, the environmental impact and the overconsumption of it all. It's interesting because I don't watch a lot of ads on content these days. A lot of the places where I watch things or consume things just simply don't have ads. So I hadn't seen a temu ad until I sought it out literally in preparation for this video. And their tagline is quite literally, "Shop like a billionaire."
Shop like a billionaire. Shop like a billionaire.
And I'm here to tell you their tagline is not that because Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos are over here buying their $6 veneers or their $9 massive girth gummies on temu. It's because temu wants you to believe that shopping like a billionaire means getting a whole bunch of stuff you don't need at a really cheap price. And it's literally like whatever you want, you can probably find some cheap version of it on temu. And honestly, after watching a lot of temu hauls and looking into this more, it's very apparent to me at least that people who shop at temu want to feel like a billionaire. They want to have that energy. They want to feel like they've acquired things and that's what makes them feel rich. I will say, as always, this isn't necessarily about folks who utilize places like temu or even Dollar Tree in a previous video. It's not about people who utilize these things as accessible resources that are affordable for things that they might need here and there. It's really about the ways that both temu and social media influencers really encourage overconsumption and the ways that they operate. And if you haven't watched my video about the Dollar Tree haul overconsumption community, I would say there is a lot of overlap here, as I've already alluded to. I think most notably probably like the concept of blacking out. Like, I talked about a Dollar Tree blackout. Well, I think those things happen to people when they're shopping on temu as well. There's a lot of people blacking out and not remembering like what they bought, or perhaps in some cases like not really reading through the description of the item, and so they get something they weren't anticipating.
I just don't remember getting it. It's got a heart on it with, I don't know, it's got hot pink beads. And I just don't think I bought this. I really don't think I bought this. I swear I don't think I bought this. It doesn't look like something I would buy, and there it is. I bought it. Boho chic vintage purple crystal. I paid $3.59 for it, and I think I wanted it to be more purple, but it's really pink. Here's the picture of it. It's really purple in this picture.
This one is, well, these didn't have labels on them, so I'm not sure. I know this one was Sea Wonder, but I don't remember what this one was. It may have just been Clock World or something like that.
Yeah, that's really, really cute. I like the size. I was afraid that it might be like itty bitty, but that's really nice. I do not pay attention to dimensions.
Oh, girl, we know.
Happens. So I think this was the one that had the blanket in it, although it's pretty small.
She didn't look at the dimensions of this blanket at all.
I'll tell you, sometimes the dimensions get me on Temu, so you know, you just gotta be careful. Yeah.
The dimensions get you on Temu. The dimensions get you on Temu because you just admitted in this video that you don't even look at them when you buy stuff. And notably, I think the other thing to consider about Temu that's maybe different than Dollar Tree is that I think you can occasionally get like good, decent products from Dollar Tree. Whereas I don't think that's really the case oftentimes at Temu. Like, the quality of the products that people get from Temu are often not great. Like, I've seen a lot of people haul clothing and be like, oh my gosh, this material's so thin.
All right, this is one thing that I actually wasn't sure on the material because like I said, I just look at pictures and then add to cart and pay for them. I need to do better at really paying attention.
I don't know. It's got a piece of tissue paper in it. It feels like bad material. It feels really bad. I'm disappointed. It does not feel like soft t-shirt material.
And oftentimes people get sent completely the wrong items, like items that don't even look like what they thought that they purchased on the website.
Now this one is really pretty too. They sent me the wrong size. I'm going to show it to you here. It looks like a real aquamarine. I requested a size 10 or an 11 and they sent me like this size 6.
That I am already a little bit upset about because this is not what I ordered, but I might put those in. Is turquoise boho chick turquoise stone for 89 cents. And I picked these white ones. They're white, right? Maybe they're not.
Or sometimes they even get sent items that are like broken or defective in some kind of way.
And then the last item is a repurchase because when I ordered this the first time, it came broken. But this is my steampunk ring.
Different, what is, oh, okay. All right, I've got a couple different pairs of earrings here. One of them seems messed up, so I'm gonna have to, like it's missing an earring. It only has one in here.
So what do I think about Temu? I'm torn. The package was messed up. Some of my stuff came damaged. It took forever. It was late. I ordered it November 30th.
And going back to the intellectual property theft, a lot of times people are buying knockoffs of actual things that exist in places that are not Temu.
Guys, I purchased it before I went over, or before I opened the other set, and I already gave them to Bryce. I originally planned on holding on to them, but I was like, I want him to open these ones so I know if it's a good deal or not, those Pokemon cards. Well, he says that they're fake. They're not real Pokemon cards. They're not worth anything. He's keeping them. He thinks they're cool, but they're not. There's no resale value in them at all.
So again, I don't think that the slogan of this company is shop like a billionaire, because I would imagine most billionaires can afford to buy quality products, things that they actually want that work, that they know are going to work and aren't knockoffs of something else. And the reality is that a lot of these people doing Temu hauls aren't actually billionaires and probably can't reasonably afford to do all of these hauls. In fact, I was watching through a YouTuber named Hauler Time, and at the beginning of the year, she experienced some issues where she was apparently suspended from Temu's influencer program. After doing some research myself, it seems like they used to have an influencer program and an affiliate program that were two different things. And whatever the influencer program was no longer exists, and that's what she is talking about when she talks about getting suspended from it. In this video, she talks about how she's concerned she might have to shut down her YouTube channel because the only way she can afford to do Temu hauls is is when she gets both the money from this influencer program and also the money from her YouTube AdSense.
I know not every YouTuber out there that does Temu haul does the influencer program, but I have to. My budget dictates that I have to. So if I get $200 from Temu for the month, and let's say I get $200 from YouTube for the month, that's my entire Temu budget that I use. That's how I use it, is to buy products from Temu to show you guys, because I do enjoy doing hauls and I enjoy shopping.
But what's really fascinating about it all is that later in the video, she talks about how she doesn't even actually make all of the money that she needs to make to pay for how much she spends on Temu in a month.
I probably was spending between $500 and $600 a month on what I would buy for this channel. So if you figure Temu provided 200 of that, so that's like a third of which is not nothing, right? Especially considering not every single one of my videos is Temu, but it's significant enough that it makes me go, whoa.
Which I do think is interesting, because in this video as well, she's later talking about, her day and how she spent the day celebrating her daughter's birthday. And she also goes on to talk about how they don't celebrate their children's birthdays before their children turn 16 because it's just too expensive.
And we don't do birthday parties for our kids until they're 16. We do something at their 16th birthday. All their birthdays leading up to it are family birthdays because it's just too expensive to do parties. But the 16th we did.
I also just want to say I totally respect celebrating your kid's birthday however you want to as a parent. I'm not a parent. I've never been a parent. I'm not here to make judgments about other people's parenting. But I do think it's interesting talking about not being able to do something with your children because you can't afford it or it's out of your budget, but you can spend money that you don't have on Temu, and you're saying all of this right before you spend another hour of this video showing all of the stuff you got from Temu. She does do some follow-up videos after this initial video about getting suspended from the Temu influencer program, and I think this particular follow-up video is interesting because, one, she talks a little bit about some contradictory things about this being something that works for her budget.
What you need to keep in mind is I'm an introvert, and this is a therapeutic outlet for me. And it happened to click with me to do Temu, and I enjoyed it. It fit my budget. And so, yeah, it's not just about Temu changing and me not getting to do that anymore. It's deeper than that for me.
But she also goes on to talk about how this is something that's therapeutic to her. As an introvert, it's really helpful to her to be able to get on to YouTube and have this time doing Temu hauls. And I think that's like an important conversation about all kinds of like haul related videos and things like that, is like, what is it that people are actually getting from it? Because as I've already pointed out, it's not like there's often really great quality items that these folks are going to use more and more times and use for a long time. There's clearly other like underlying conditions or underlying things that lead people to coming back to this as something to do, as she said, as something that feels therapeutic to her. And it makes me wonder what kinds of things these overindulgent Temu hauls are really doing to fill voids in people's lives. Like what kinds of things are missing that this is acting as a replacement for? Maybe a little bit on that note, I was watching another YouTuber called Hey Everybody, and I noticed that she had a video called Late Night Insomnia Midnight Shopping. And basically the concept of the video is that she literally is up randomly at like midnight because she fell asleep really early, didn't anticipate staying asleep, and now it's up at midnight and doesn't have anything better better to do, so she's filling the void by scrolling through her Temu app, recording it, and showing people things that are on the Temu app that she might want to buy, that they might want to buy, or also in some cases things that she doesn't want to buy. Just a few things of note while I was watching her do this. One thing she pulled up was a sweater that to me really looked like it was photoshopped, which I thought was weird. like this is the kind of quality you're getting, is it looks like they just literally photoshopped some like floral embroidery over another like stock image of a cardigan. And a lot of the stuff she showed wasn't even that cheap. Like there was a teapot that she kind of talked about liking that was $40. And then she also made her way to the reborn section of the Temu app, and the silicone reborn doll she was looking at was $115. And honestly, it made me click off that video because I remembered that Homegirl had did a whole video about dolls she got from Temu. And she talks about how she got most of these dolls so long ago. There's one of them she doesn't even remember how much it cost.
And I don't know what I paid for this, you guys. I bought it so long ago. These run about 50, 60, 70 bucks.
But when she said $50 or $60 or $70, I was like, girl, that's a large amount of money to just not remember that you spent it on something. And she also notes that she does not know what she's actually going to do with all of these dolls.
What are you going to do with those? I don't know. Line them all up at the top of the stairs so when the repairmen come upstairs, it's the first thing they see. Welcome to our home. Spread them all over the floor or something. How do you like our dolls?
I appreciate her humor. I do. And she also later talks about how like maybe she'll use them for a giveaway or use one of the dolls for a giveaway, which this is not news to me either. I've seen it in both the Temu community and also the Dollar Tree community, where they talk about buying stuff and putting it in a giveaway for subscribers. And I feel like it's so often just used to justify like, hey, I know I get a bunch of stuff I don't even like or need, but it's great because then you can benefit from that. You, my loyal subscriber, can benefit because I bought this shit that I didn't need and now it can be your shit. And as a side note that maybe doesn't necessarily have something to do with overconsumption but was just really weird about this video, is on one of the dolls she decides she needs to check if it's anatomically correct.
And I don't know if she's anatomically correct. She's got a little, I mean, I could look, I guess. There's a little butt. Oh, yeah. I mean, I can't really show that on YouTube. Or maybe I can. I don't know, but I'm not going to. That's just in bad taste. All right, so there's this one.
And I don't know, I guess that might be important to folks in the reborn doll community. I'm sure there's a lot more there to it. I don't really know a ton outside of Graveyard Girl and reborn dolls that I've seen hauled off of Temu. But even if it is important to folks who collect those dolls, I'm sure there's a way to be less weird about it. And she doesn't stop at that one doll. She gets weird about another doll later in the video.
So let me cover up his little private parts. Ooh, I don't like it. I don't like it like that. It looks like a baby in there. Trigger warning. Hold on a minute. Look at his little butt. Oh my gosh. That's a little tiny wiener. No, I'm not showing it on camera. What do you think I am?
And all of that is important because it does lead me back to a conversation about if this is an appropriate way to live your life, to showcase your life, to showcase like all of this spending. Because when she starts talking about being uncertain about if she can show this like doll nudity on her YouTube channel, she later goes on to explain how this isn't a channel for kids.
I'm sorry you can't see the baby right now, but it is really naked and I just don't want to get my channel struck for infant This is not really a channel for kids. Well, I mean, it's family friendly. I mean, we don't do anything here that's like not... I just wouldn't want kids to think that like you shop this much in real life. That's why I wouldn't really want kids to watch my channel, because it's not healthy, all the shopping. There's more important things in life than shopping. Let me think for a while and I'll tell you what they are. Like family.
And I was kind of gagged that she fully was like, this kind of shopping is not normal. I don't want kids to watch my channel and think that this is normal behavior. Like, the level of self-awareness. But then also the level of not self-awareness, because Diva, this is how you shop in real life. You say, oh, this isn't how you're supposed to shop in real life. Like, shopping should not be this big a part of your life. But you're doing it. You're doing it, and you've built an entire channel around it. It also should be said that a lot of these Temu haulers that I've watched have just done their hauls in front of their like massive hoards, and Hey Everybody is not an exception to that. In fact, at a certain point, she's having a hard time getting to something that she's hauled because she just has so much stuff in so many boxes from Temu that she needs to open.
And then there's going to be a 2-foot ball jointed doll. If I can get to it, you guys. I've created quite a pile of boxes right here. And I don't know how I was planning on doing this. Put this one over here. Oh, I just knocked over my light.
She also promises that this isn't just some big doll binge purchase that she made from Temu, that this is something that she's only gotten like one a month since January of 2025.
Now, no, I didn't buy all these at one time. I didn't go on some crazy doll buying binge. I've been buying all these since January, so maybe one a month. January, February, March, maybe a couple one month. And then they've just been sitting downstairs in boxes.
Now, notably, this video was posted in March of 2025, and she has more than 3 dolls in the video, so that's a lie, Maury. But I think more importantly than if she's being completely truthful about all of her purchases of dolls from Temu, I think more importantly is if these things have just been sitting around in boxes since January, how important is any of this stuff, Diva? But I think Hauler Time and Hey Everybody both provide excellent examples of how the people buying from Temu aren't billionaires, how the people buying from Temu know they're not billionaires, how the people buying from Temu know that this is probably not how they should be shopping. But the accumulation of this stuff has people feeling wealthy. The attention that their videos get on YouTube has these people feeling wealthy. The AdSense these people make from their videos on YouTube has them feeling wealthy, has them feeling like a billionaire. But the importance here is the word like. It's a metaphor. It's not actual reality for most of the people that are shopping on Temu. So is the dopamine rush that you get from these purchases worth it? Is it everything that you wanted? Is it really fulfilling the things that you need? Or is there something else that you could get to replace this feeling? Is there something else that's missing? I don't know. It just feels like maybe there's more to life than the cheap stuff that you can get from Temu. I don't know, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about the Temu girlies. It's just something I've been thinking about. You know, we love to go down a niche little rabbit hole over here at the Zachary Michael channel. So thanks so much for hanging out and going down the rabbit hole with me. If you're brand new to my channel and this is your first video, consider subscribing down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Make sure to leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media. I had so much fun today. I hope you did too, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!